If you're like me, you probably ignore the tire pressure on your car, because let's face it, does it really matter anyway? Unfortunately, it does. And pulling out a usual tire inflator is annoying. They're usually slow, inconvenient to use, big and bulky, and honestly, just not fun. So a lot of people like me get lazy and forget about it. A company called Auxito has sent me this tire gauge and inflator that they think is supposed to solve all of these problems. Today, I'm gonna give you my honest impressions of this gauge, give you guys a demo, and whether or not I think that you should spend your hard-earned money on this gauge. Welcome to the unboxing portion of this video. Fair warning, I did already sort of unbox this. I was messing around with this a bit the other day and I wanted to get it charged. So this obviously came put together much nicer than I have it right now. So if we come over here, we have some of the features. It has a car mode, motorcycle mode, bicycle mode, ball mode for like basketballs, which I think is really cool, and a custom mode, which I'm guessing you can set. This is the A301 smart electric pump. If we come over here, we have some more features. Obviously, this is all pretty standard Type-C charging, 3 modes for the LED lighting. You can memorize preset tire values, little LCD digital display. Very nice piece. Let's go ahead and open this up here. So when you open it up, you get the little instruction manual, which I flipped through. It's pretty good at accurately explaining how to use the various features, although it is pretty obvious. When I started using it, I specifically did not read this so that I could kind of give an idea as to how easy this thing is to understand. And I'm happy to report back that it is very easy, but you do have this should you need it. So we have this nice little pouch here with the actual tire inflator gauge. This is the unit itself. I think it's a very nice piece. It's very compact. Not too heavy. It's a nice thing to just kind of hold in your hand. It feels very high quality. And when I first got it, it had this nice like little peel back thing on the nice black here. Of course, as soon as you touch it, you're gonna get fingerprints all over it. I already have. The sad reality of things that look nice and this sort of material. Before we get to that though, I'll show you the rest of what this comes with. So this little bottom compartment here. We have the tire inflator. I guess I'll call it cord. I don't know what they really call this. This attaches really easily to here. Just put it on there, twist, and it's on. Very nice, very easy. And I really like this end here. So a lot of these, you kind of have to do weird like push thing where you push it on to sort of break the seal for the valve stem. But this has a very nice like threaded end and it twists on so easily. There's no fighting this. It just, you start the threads, you start to thread it on and it just goes on super nicely. So I actually think this is one of the best parts of this kit. It's just very convenient. It's a nice piece. I enjoy using this. And honestly, when you're in a situation where you're adjusting your tire pressure, usually you don't really want to have to deal with minute annoyances like that. So just having 2 ends that go on easily is a really nice like quality of life component of this gauge. I also call it an inflator. We have the charging cable, USB-C, USB. Obviously, you can charge it in multiple ways up here, just very nice. And the last piece of the kit, I'm not really sure what this is. I haven't had to mess around with it. I think this is like an adapter for different types of tires. This comes pre-set up as it is for car tires, but you can also use it with bike tires and I guess also basketballs, which is what I'm guessing this is for, which is actually so cool, or like basketballs and footballs. So that's a really cool little touch there. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but it makes sense. I mean, they need to be inflated with air, right? Let's go ahead and power this thing on. So to power it on, you hold the power button in, you see these little lines, and now it's on. So you can see what I was setting my car tires to before, and you see the little car in here. This is for the mode. To change mode, you click this button, car, motorcycle, bicycle, basketball, and your custom. I'm mostly gonna be using it for this, but it's a nice little touch that you get all these other options. And then you have your plus and minus buttons to mess with the PSI. These buttons feel nice to click. But outside of that, this thing's pretty simple. There's not too much to it, honestly. It just works. Let's go ahead and go to my car and I'm gonna show you guys how this works in action because I need to check and set the tire pressures on both my cars actually. We're at the car now and Honestly, I haven't checked the tire pressure on this thing in over a year. Even for the track day, didn't do it. I probably should have. We're gonna go ahead and hook up our tire inflator gauge and see how low or overinflated these tires are. Because that's the thing too, with summertime, sometimes your tires get overinflated when the air gets hot outside. Oh boy. Like I said in the unboxing, one of the things I really enjoy about this gauge is that it threads on really nicely. Now, in all fairness, I haven't used a ton of these, but the few that I have used have not been that great, and this is blowing them out of the water. And actually, if you come over here and look at the tire pressure, we're in pretty good shape. I was only half a PSI off, so since we're here, we'll go ahead and just inflate it. And just like that, we're done. So all we do now is we quickly disconnect our plug-in, put our valve stem cap back on, and we're finished. I've been playing around with this gauge for the past few weeks, and some things I like: clean, simple design, it's light, really easy to transport around. It's not the fastest to inflate tires, but I've definitely used slower, and given all the other pros of this thing, I think it's a worthwhile investment. The battery life is also long enough to where if I wanted to take this to a track day and pump up and down tires throughout the day, I would definitely have enough battery to do that. But especially if you're at the side of the road and you had to get a tire from basically empty to full, you could do more than one on one charge easily. Now the big question, do I think you should buy this? Honestly, for the price that it is, I think it's a great purchase. I was looking for one of these anyway, and when this company reached out to have me try this product, I was really excited. I've been playing around with it for a while, and I think out of all the gauges I use, this is easily the best tire inflator thus far. The only test that I haven't been able to do is the durability test, and does it stand up to the test of time. But if it does, this is the sort of thing you buy once and you kind of just use forever. And with how versatile it is and easy it is to kind of keep around, this is the sort of thing you throw in your glove box, in your trunk, whatever, and just keep it with you. So highly recommend this product. Link in the description if you'd like to pick one up for yourself. But with all that said, like the video if you want to see more of these, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one.
Feels like I've been doing way too much. Feels like